I'm really excited. I mean, I don't really care much about the concert or the conference or anything else. I love ICO. I love ICOs, especially when the market cap's not too high. The hard cap. When it's lower hard cap, then the ROI is better. You guys know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, ICOs. Raise your hands, ICOs. Yeah? You guys ready to do some pitching? Cool. All right. We got some exciting companies here tonight. We're going to kick it off with a company that I'm involved in, and a friend of mine and a colleague, a man who has been an influencer in financial services, in gaming. He's been a technical innovator for years. It's my pleasure to welcome Adriaan Brink from BetterBetting to the stage. Give a round of applause, Adriaan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And all you guys at the back who are having private conversations, quiet now, please. This is an important talk. I don't want you to miss anything. BetterBetting. I've been in online gambling since 1995. I started the very first internet online gambling site. It was a lottery in Liechtenstein. Hands up, all of you who know where Liechtenstein is. Yeah, you worked for me. You don't count. It's a little tiny bit of land between Switzerland and Austria. And we went there to the government in 1994 and said, can we have a license for an internet lottery? And they said, what's the internet and what's the lottery? And all went swimmingly from there. We had to put the wires in there because there was no internet wires in 1994. Anyway, going on forward from there, I started a company called Earthport in the UK in 2000, which was a financial services, payments company. We were the first online wallets. It's listed on the London Stock Exchange today. And it was a disruptive technology. And what I'm going to talk to you about tonight is disruptive technology, because I love disrupting things. And Bitcoin is a disruptive technology, blockchain is. And I've been looking at blockchain and Bitcoin for 6 years. And I sort of thought, you know what? Gambling is my passion. Payments is my passion. I love disruption. How can we make it all work together? And I'm introducing you now tonight to BetterBetting. I don't know how many of you guys recognize that gentleman there, Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's a very dear friend. He begged to be involved. I said, Ronnie, I don't need your money, but you can put your picture on the front page. And so he did. He's also tremendously popular in Asia. 10 times world snooker champion. Anyway, to move on. To me, I don't know how he did. Ah, there you go. That's pretty good. So what we have is a token that enables a sports bet. It understands a sports bet. It encapsulates, it escrows the funds from both parties and pays the winner in very simple terms. There's a few of them out there. Some of them masquerade as sports books, and I think they're going to get in trouble down the track. Ours is somewhat different. In order to do sports betting, you need to understand data. Sports betting is a massive amount of data. It's prices that change all the time. An average English football game, a Premier League football game, will have up to 200 markets, maybe 500 different selections. These are prices that you can bet on, and they change instantly all the time. When some guy goes near a goal, the prices change. You have to have a high-speed data network. I couldn't figure out how to do that on blockchain, so we're doing that off blockchain. We have an off-blockchain high-speed data network that is truly distributed through these BBN nodes, we call them BBNs, that basically distribute the pricing and all the event information. And by the way, this can be anything. It could be a financial markets bet. It could be, I bet I'm going to lose 20 kilo by next year, or whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as we agree who's going to result it, it can be bet on this blockchain. The BBN nodes can be installed on a phone, they can be at a server, they can be as a server wallet website type thing or whatever. It's totally distributed technology. And as I say, once they incorporate the Ethereum wallet at the moment. We're on Ethereum right now. I think down the track we may look at some of the newer technology when it's ready. EOS looks good. There's a lot of quite nice, faster looking blockchains out there. We can always move it. Right now it's on Ethereum. We also incorporate this very sophisticated liability model. So we understand the subject matter. God, it is bright in here, I've got to say. We understand the subject matter. So when a punter places a bet, we escrow sufficient funds from the layer of the bet that we know that the punter can get paid as winnings. Now, that's not as simple as it looks, because it's not always a one-on-one thing. And this is where we differ from sites like Betfair, where it is a one-on-one thing. We understand the marketplace. We understand the punters, the layer's overall liability, because we are able to look at the whole model of what they're betting on, because it's all in the blockchain, right? So we know what they've got. They're covering Chelsea, Man U, the 1x2 market. There's 3 selections there. He can have 100,000 liability that he's prepared to take, but he can go $1 million on each leg if they're even money odds, right? So this is it's a much more sophisticated risk model than you'll see in something like Betfair. Click. Zero margin, zero fees, apart from minimal transaction fees to cover the gas. Okay, we're not in the business to make money from sports betting directly. We open source all software. All of our software will be made available on GitHub and open source to the world. That includes reference clients that are targeted at various different angles. So there's a client for bettors, there's a client for layers. It includes APIs. So we expose APIs for sports books to integrate the offer directly into the system. This is not about becoming a sports book on blockchain. This is about taking blockchain and enabling intercommunication between individuals and other individuals, or individuals and sports books, or sports books and sports books. I don't know if any of you understand quite how big the wholesale betting market is, how the laying off of bets between Asia and the UK, for example. There's a massive amount of activity that takes place in sports betting that's not obvious on the sort of front page. This system enables all of that in a way that is guaranteed to work for each party, the other party on the other end of the bet. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to announce that we've secured the backing of 4 of the largest sports books in the world who've come into the seed round and who are supporting us in the endeavor. 3 of them in Asia, 1 of them in Costa Rica. With these sports books, we're able to instantly have liquidity within the platform. So we have, for example, one of our Asian sports books with 250,000 daily active users. These users will be encouraged to take this coin, the better coin, which is the next slide, but anyway, I jumped ahead, to take the coin and to use it for their day-to-day betting before it even has all the functionality that we eventually plan. So as a value token, the coin will be used as soon as the ICO is done, and then down the track, it'll be incorporated within the whole betting offer. We're about supplying a marketplace with the biggest liquidity in the world. And if you understand sports betting, you'll understand that Asia in particular, it shits all over England. Sorry if there's any English people here. I know one Asian book that does more volume in a month than the UK does in a whole year. That's the way it is. Flick. So introducing the Better token, BETR. We're doing an ICO in the next 2 weeks. We're doing pre-sales at the moment. Hard cap 650 million tokens, priced at 10 US cents a token. As I've already mentioned, the token is intelligent. It's a utility token, quite clearly. And as I also already mentioned, we have liquidity from launch with existing operators. And that actually goes a little bit further, because I'm pleased to say we'll be able to buy tokens back from investors at market price after the ICO, should an investor wish to unload. I don't want to have these tokens dumped on the market. We have the liquidity within the sports books to buy them back and sell them to our customers. So gentlemen, ladies, we have a beautiful system. We are a token that has liquidity. And if you understand this market really, you'll understand that liquidity is the key to making money in tokens. And on that note, I'm going to go on to the last slide, which is a list of great pictures. Myself in the top left. Hilly Ehrlich, the top rows are sort of management team. Hilly is a director of GG Poker Network, which is the fastest growing poker network in the world. Also came out of Asia, super connected in Asia. Ian Sherrington, who's my partner for many, many years, CTO. He created the very first internet sports book, which went live in 1996, which was into Tops, which is still a huge sports book today. Mitch Rankin, who's ex-Scientific Games, ran all their FOB-T programs, so he's got a massive systems background. He runs our dev team in Estonia. And then on the bottom row, we've got John Matonis, who you probably all know, ex-chairman of the Bitcoin Foundation. Jez San, who launched Funfair, which is a slot machine and casino gaming ICO, which went out 3 months ago. He raised $26.5 million in about 5 hours, I think. David Van Rennen, an old partner of mine who's a merchant banker and who's looking after that angle for us, and of course, Rocco, Ronnie, and Sullivan. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I encourage you to come and talk to me about pre-sales. If I've left because my BA flight leaves in about half an hour, then Eric Benz here will be able to pass my card on to you. Thank you so much.